Hello and welcome to my October Fictionary / holiday TBR video. I did not do a TBR for September, I apologise. A couple of people did ask about it. I decided that it was going to be like little to no point because I am travelling quite a lot in September. I'm currently filming this way in advance, near the start of September, so I've got my travel still ahead of me. But it's like a busy travel, it's like road trip, lots of different places, and when my brain is in that zone, it's not really in the reading space, so I just wanted to read books that I was already comfortable and familiar with. So basically for September I am just reading Neil Shusterman's Scythe series. I read the first one last week, finished it last week, and absolutely loved it. I'm in the middle of the second one at the moment, and then I will get the third one as well on my Kindle because we're doing hand luggage only, so again, I need to keep it light, so the Kindle is perfect. A series I already know the characters for and I'm already established in the world of is exactly what my brain needs when it's doing a busy trip, so I didn't think there was much point in a September TBR when I knew my brain wasn't going to be able to focus enough. So we're doing an October one, but I am kind of hesitantly entering into the October TBR because at the start of October I'm going to be filming another video where I go horror book shopping in Oxford. I have done this every year for the past 3 years, I want to say, and I love doing this video so much. It's become like an accidental tradition of mine to enter into spooky season by doing that video. So because of that, I don't know a lot of the horror books that I'm going to have on my shelves to read in October. If you're unfamiliar with that series, can I call it a series? With that yearly vlog, I basically just go and buy loads of horror books to then read that month and the month after, because for me, I definitely feel I'm a seasonal reader and I gravitate towards different books at different times of the year, and obviously October is spooky season, so I'm going to try and gravitate towards as many of those books as possible, but the result of that is I don't necessarily know what books are going to be on my shelves at the moment. So this is going to be an interesting TBR because I'm going to kind of be tentatively picking out books alongside books that I don't know exist yet. Basically, in short, this is going to be a weird TBR because I'm not fully sure what books are on my shelves yet for October because I'm filming this so far in advance. Also, I've already picked out my holiday TBR, so we're kind of going to go through the books on that and then pick out the Fictionary books. I don't even know what's happening. I have tried to film this video so many times and it's just not coming out of my mouth today, so... Anyway, the holiday TBR, I've picked out 3 books at the moment that I'm bringing with me on my holiday to Cyprus. It's going to be a relaxing break, it's going to be a poolside chill time, which means I'm going to read loads. So I probably should pick out more than 3 books, especially as I am not travelling with just hand luggage for this trip, so I have the room and the weight limit for the books, but I think I'm going to pick out quite a few on my Kindle as well. So the physical reads I'm bringing with me to Cyprus. So the first book on the holiday TBR is One Day by David Nicholls. I don't know why I want to sit by the side of a pool sobbing, but apparently that's the kind of trip that I have in mind for myself. This is a book that follows 2 characters every year on one day of that year. One day. It's the 15th of July that we see them, which is my birthday, which makes me feel like I would have read this when I was a teenager. I remember it coming out. I remember my mum reading and subsequently crying over it. And I've watched the film, I've watched the TV show. Normally I'm not as keen to read a book when I already know the story, but for some reason this one is still intriguing me. Apparently I just want to put myself through that pain, so I'm going to enter into this and see how I get on my lovely, sunny, happy holiday by reading this rather sad book. I think this is the one I'm actually most excited to read on the holiday as well. I don't know why, I just really fancy it. I also love the fact that we still have the same cover, or like, is it the same? If it's not the same, it's very similar to the original cover apart from this Netflix sticker on it. I'm glad that this doesn't have people's like photos of the actors' faces on it. As much as the actors are brilliant, I don't like this kind of covers. I like this one. Anyway, see, my brain is very rambly today. Okay, the other book is Jodi Picoult's Wish You Were Here. I read Jodi Picoult's The Book of Two Ways when I was in Corfu a few years ago, and I think I'm trying to reproduce that kind of vibe that I had when reading that because it just felt like the perfect book. It was a really sad book as well. Why am I picking sad holiday books? I don't know if this one's going to be a sad holiday book, but that one was. Jodi Picoult does have a tendency to write those kind of books, so we'll see. We'll see how I get on with this one. But I had such a good time reading that one that I wanted to read another Jodi Picoult, and this is set in the Galapagos. I don't really know much more about it. I think it's during COVID times. I think it says the virus, which I assume is COVID. So it's going to be kind of weird to read a pandemic book. I don't know if my brain is there yet. I don't know if my brain will ever be there, but I really want to give it a go. Yeah, this woman goes to the Galapagos. She's in a relationship, but her partner has to stay behind in New York because the hospitals need him. So she goes to the Galapagos, the world shut down, and she gets stranded there. And it's about that. It's quite short. Is this one going to break me? Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans is the tagline on the front. The reviews don't say, oh no, emotional yet uplifting. Why am I picking, why? Those two. And then the other book is everyone's favourite summer read, James Herbert's The Secret of Crickley Hall. I got this one last year as part of the book shopping in Oxford for horror books video, and I really wanted to get to it last year. Didn't quite get to it. It's so floppy for a big chunky book. Like, I think it would sit open. Anyway, this is a haunted house horror novel. That is really all I know about it. I haven't ever read a James Herbert, but I've been very excited to. It's coming with me. I need to bring some horror books with me. I probably will bring other horror books with me. It feels so weird to be reading horror books when I know I'm going to be sat in the sun by a pool. Like, it's not the setting for a horror. Well, actually, there's a new horror film where it's like centering around a swimming pool that I've seen on Sky. So maybe it is the perfect setting for horror. I don't know. Anyway, I've been talking for long enough as it is. Shall we get on with picking the Fictionary TBR? This is the only book I need to get on my Fictionary TBR. This is our book club pick for my Patreon book club. It runs from September to October for this book. We do a bi-monthly. Is that what it's called? Bi-month? Every 2 months. We pick a book. This is a September-October pick. If you would like to join in, there is a link down below. This is a dark academia. It's got cool sprayed edges. I need to get it on the TBR. How many books should I pull off the TBR today? Maybe 4. I think let's go for 4 because these aren't going to be necessarily my holiday books. These are just going to be my general October reads. So I want to try and get as much horror on it as possible. I feel like I need to keep apologising for myself in this video. I'm not formulating thoughts and words properly and everything's taking me way longer than it needs to say. So sorry. This is Fictionary. Is it the right way around? It's not the right way around. This is Fictionary. This is a board game that I have made to help me pick my TBR. It's inspired by Pictionary. Yay! Except there's no drawing, just books. There are 5 different categories: people and places, appearance, title, difficult, and any book, of which I today shall be picking apparently 4 books for my October TBR to go alongside the already 3-book TBR. I got this little microphone for my phone, which is what I use to film the like vloggy clips when I'm picking Fictionary, and it's so cute. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. Okay, roll number 1. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any book. Guess what's going on? I'm not risking a chance to not get this on the TBR, so for any book, I'm going to go with the 4 by Ellie Keel. All right, next roll. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any book again. I actually kind of wanted the guidance from Fictionary this month, not to give me any books. Actually, I don't even know why I'm in here. I need to be in my horror space. Okay, maybe a Stephen King. Maybe. I want to get Misery, actually. I think that's what I want to get for the video. For filming the... Why am I talking? Why aren't I looking at books? For the horror book shopping video, I want to get Misery, which I really want to read. What should I go with? This one. I've been very excited to read a T. Kingfisher for a while now, and Jade was reading a T. Kingfisher, not this one I don't think, I can't remember which one it was, on Sprints the other day, and it made me want to pick one up. So I'm going to put on The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher. I would like to get a couple more as well. Not that I've read any of their work yet, but I feel like I'm gonna like it, so I'm preemptively possibly gonna get more again in this horror book shopping video. I'm just very excited to film the horror book shopping video. It's like my favourite video of the year to film, I think. Okay, roll number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is happening? Why do I keep getting any book? I don't even think I want any book. Well, you know, I want any book, I just don't know which book I want. This, like, is roughly my horror section. I did really want to read Murder Road, but I've heard not great things about that. What do I want to pick up? I really fancy a Stephen King, but I feel like this one isn't that horror-y, and have I read Sleeping Beauty? I actually can't remember if I've read that one. I feel like this is more like interesting sci-fi vibes than it is horror. I want to get a couple more Stephen Kings, basically. This. Oh no, it's stuck. Hang on. Okay, I need 2 hands, but this one. Okay, turns out I didn't need 2 hands. This has just been made into a film like last year, I think, and I haven't watched it yet because I really want to read the book first. So, The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay, which just, I mean, looks lovely from the cover, doesn't it? Okay, so I don't want to roll another 5. Not another any book. Okay, 3. 1, 2, 3, title. Okay, final roll, number 4, the only one with an actual prompt. For title, we have got 1-word title. Back to my horror shelves. Okay, 1-word title for the final pick. And yes, these are all horror books because that is the season. Oh, this one. Apparently, this is the one that I feel like is going to be the scariest. This is the one that's... Why am I... Okay, this is the one that's been recommended as like being really genuinely scary, and I'm always on the search for the fierce. So, Pen Pal! I've gone for Pen Pal by Dathan Auerbach. This one, I just... I mean, the cover gives off all the spooky vibes. I can't really remember what this one's about, but I remember people saying it genuinely did scare them, and I'm always on the search for one that actually does scare me, so it is going on the TBR. Okay, so that leaves us with The Four by Ellie Keel for any book, The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher for any book, The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay for any book, and for one word title, Pen Pal by Dathan Auerbach. I need to check the pronunciation on that name. This is the October TBR, kind of, and then this is kind of the October holiday TBR. As I said, we'll be adding more to this. I think I just want to read as much horror as possible. I know that this isn't, like, this is quite a mix, isn't it? I don't really feel like I've picked many happy jolly books for this TBR, but that's fine. It's going to be a good time. Thank you for coming along on this Fictionary TBR journey with me. I don't really know what this has turned into, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I will be vlogging all of my trips. In fact, will some of it be live? I don't know, I'm filming so far advanced, I don't know what's happening anymore. There's lots of trip vlogs coming soon, and you can look forward to the horror book shopping in Oxford video as much as I am looking forward to filming the horror book shopping in Oxford video. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for, that was the wrong way round. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.